So today I decided I was going to sit down and film a Q&A from a question box off of my Instagram story. And so I've accumulated like a page or two on my trusty notebook here to answer today. And so yeah, just sit back, relax, grab your service dog if you have one, grab your pet if you don't, and let's get into it. So the first question that I received was, do you ever feel embarrassed to walk into a store with Sirius? I used to be self-conscious about it when I first had my first service dog, Atlas, about 2 years ago. But I've kind of grew out of that, and I feel a little bit more secure now walking into a store because I don't realize that people are generally staring at me unless they make a big deal out of it by like comments and stuff. So not really anymore, unless the place is really busy, and then I feel a little bit judged and embarrassed. But other than that, not really. I got this very anonymous question. Who's your favorite Saint Bernard? Thank you, Stephanie, for contributing to this video. And it is Brutus, the saint. He's my favorite. And he is also Sirius's favorite. So that answers that question. Next question is favorite piece of gear that I own. So I would say my favorite piece of gear that I own is this convertible vest / cape from Patchwork and Paws that I got originally for Atlas for Disneyland. So this is the overview of it. Experiment 626, stitching her back together, and then cute and fluffy but on duty, and then service dog, handler has a glitch, the little symbols, and then give us space. It also is like convertible into a cape for like harnesses and whatnot, so it'll be really handy when Sirius grows out of the girth and the length, so he can wear it as a cape instead. Stitch is my favorite Disney character, so that's why I did a whole vest to him. But so yeah, this is my favorite piece of gear that I own. The next question that I got is, what tasks does Sirius know right now? So he is in training, so he is still learning a bunch of other tasks, but sorry, I keep playing with my hair. Anyway, the tasks that he does know right now are interruptions, meaning when I'm like scratching or bouncing or like swaying, he'll normally interrupt to that. What is this? Okay, anyway. He also knows DPT, deep pressure therapy, for when my heart rate gets really high and I'm sitting on the ground or laying on the ground, or when I'm overwhelmed and I need like some grounding wise. He is picking up on heart rate alerts, so that's very useful. He's getting pretty consistent, but he's still a puppy, so who knows, and I don't want to like assume that it's solid. So those are the ones he knows right now. For the ones that he will be learning guiding, forward momentum, counterbalance, bracing, those three when he's old enough. Find a door, find an exit / chair. There's some other ones, but I can't think of them right now. Oh, migraine alert, heart rate alert, which I already said, and those are all the ones I could think of right now. I'm really good at this YouTubing thing. I'll get better, I promise. How do you prepare a service dog / service dog in training to be comfortable in Disney crates? So this just comes with crate training, with them being comfortable in a crate at home by themselves, along with like separation. So them being able to be separate from their handler, and them also being able to just like push an off button and just relax. So how to prepare for that is don't always have them with you at all times. So like if you're like doing your work and stuff, like put them in a crate and like let them settle by themselves. If you're watching TV, put them on a play sport and make them settle by themselves so that they get used to having that separation between you and them. The next question I have is, how does a Schnauzer SD compared to other breeds in temperament, focus, skill, etc. I don't recommend a Schnauzer for anyone who doesn't have experience with the breed, and I mean like hands-on experience, like owning them or training them. But they are very like one person focused, meaning that like once you're their person, like that's all they're gonna think about. They're gonna want to be with you at all times. So they're very like attached. They're Velcro dogs. Temperament wise, it's really hit or miss with them. You want a dog that is very driven and alert and active, but you don't want a dog that's high strung and nervous, which can happen sometimes with bad breeding and genetics. With skill, I would say that they're capable of any skill that you want to put up against any breed or any large breed. So skill doesn't really depend. It really is what the handler needs and the tasks that the dog is going to be doing for the handler and their disability that they're trying to mitigate. Next question is what house is Sirius? Like Harry Potter house. He's a Hufflepuff through and through, meaning that like he's dependent and he's very chill and like loves everyone and loves food, but like he also will go up to bat for himself and his person. So that's very him, I think. So yeah, he's a Hufflepuff. Why do you have a service dog? I'm not gonna go into detail with this one because like medical history, but basically I have multiple disabilities that need to be mitigated, that I've tried multiple different things for, medication, therapy, multiple different doctors, etc., etc. The list can go on. So I need him for psychiatric reasons. I have multiple psychiatric disabilities, and then also a couple physical disabilities that are in the process of being diagnosed / solidified / is going downhill. So as I get older and as things progress or degress, I guess, that rhymed. His task list will probably get bigger, but right now that's like all I really want to say on that, just because I don't want to put my whole medical history out there. Yeah. Next question is favorite and least favorite traits about Schnauzers. Okay, I'm just going to talk about giant Schnauzers just because all three Schnauzers are like all different. They're technically all breeds. So my favorite thing about giant Schnauzers is their loyalty and their dedication, their trainability. My least favorite thing about them, I would say, is that they have a tendency to be protective if not exposed and trained properly. So that's my least favorite thing about them. A lot of giant Schnauzers, if not exposed and socialized correctly, can turn into behavioral and protective messes. So that would be my least favorite thing about the breed, but is very preventable. Follow-up question to that is favorite way to do exposure training. My favorite way to do exposure training is literally people watch. So we have a part of our mall that is outside and is pet friendly on the outside, not in the stores. My favorite is to just literally go sit outside of the mall, have the dog sit under you, sit next to you, and watch the world go by and treat them for new experiences and stuff like that. That's my favorite way to do exposure training, just because they get a lot from being around there. They get people, they'll get other dogs probably, other sounds, buses, there's kids that scooter there, there's like a lot of different like movement and noises, and so that's my favorite way to do exposure training. You can also do that type of stuff at parks or pet stores, stuff like that, which makes exposure training like fun and easy. The next one is, when does his ears have to be posted till? So this is a question that we get a lot. Right now he's going through teething, so he will be posted through teething because the cartilage in their mouth actually softens to let his baby teeth fall out and his new teeth come in. So the same thing with his ears, since all his cartilage in his body is softening right now as a response to growing and teething. The ears, his cartilage in his ears are gonna inevitably go inward just because they're gonna get weaker. So teething normally ends around 8 months, but it really depends dog to dog. So I would say his posting's probably gonna have to be at least till 8 months, and can sometimes take as long as 1.5 years. So there's not a definite answer for that, but that's why he's still posted even though his ears like can stand. They will get weaker while he goes through teething and then get stronger. Okay, second to last question is most stressful thing about having a service dog. Okay, this one is a hard one. I would say the most stressful thing about having a service dog is making sure that the dog is getting everything they need, physically, mentally, health-wise. So that would be that's the most stressful thing to me. Like, I'm always like, am I feeding too much? Am I feeding too little? Is he getting too much exercise? Is he getting too little exercise? How much should I be working him? Stuff like that. That's the thing that stresses me out the most. Also is like long trips. You have to make sure the dog potties, and that's a really easy thing to let slip your mind, because like you don't, I guess it's just one of those things that you don't, like, it doesn't come across your mind, or at least to me. Those are the most stressful things to me, I guess, and I think to others it would probably be the attention that you get from having a service dog, meaning like the stares, the pointing, the questions, the pictures, stuff like that. But yeah, for me it's making sure he's healthy. Okay, last question, and very fun one at that, is most annoying comment you get in public. Okay. We get a lot of annoying comments, but I think the most annoying comments or questions that we get in public is the dead dog stories, or the I have the same breed stories, just because trying to go about my day, and they want to tell me their whole life story, and I frankly don't want to hear about somebody else's dead dog. It's just not something I want to do in my day-to-day. So those are the most annoying ones we get. Some other mentions I would say would be what kind of dog is that? It says on his vest most of the time. What's his name? Like, I don't know why you need his name. How do you get your dog to be a service dog? That's another annoying one, but I would say the dead dog stories trump that one. Why do you have a service dog? And then, I didn't know we could take our pets in here. Those are my favorite ones that I get, and ones that I probably ignore. That brings me to the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and let me know what other kind of videos you guys like to see. I have a few in mind, like day-to-day, gear stuff, training. Just let me know what you guys want to see, and I'll see if I can make that happen. If you guys liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Look at me. I'm a YouTuber. I'm trying. I got my background together, so hopefully that's a bit better than where I was sitting before. I just need to figure out how to make the screen a little bit more stable, as it's like kind of balancing right now. But besides that, that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Please subscribe, give us a thumbs up if you like us, follow us on Instagram at Siriusly.working, and yeah, that's it. Bye guys!